Aries. July 2026 marks an important turning point in your life. This month is all about realignment. On one hand, your attention is focused on home, family, emotional security, and the foundations you're building for the future. On the other, a brand new cycle of creativity, self-expression, romance, and personal fulfillment is already beginning to unfold. Several slow-moving planets change direction throughout the month, which means progress may not always move in a straight line. Some situations require review, some people or opportunities may return from the past, and certain decisions won't fully come together until the end of July. The first half of the month helps you strengthen your foundation and resolve unfinished matters. The second half opens new possibilities, expands your social world, fuels your creative energy, and gradually places you in a more visible and confident position. This is not a month to rush. The most important opportunities begin to appear when you become clear about what you truly want moving forward. July 2nd, Venus forms an aspect to Black Moon Lilith, while Mars interacts with the lunar nodes. Old emotional patterns may resurface, particularly around relationships, self-worth, finances, or personal values. At the same time, you may sense that certain choices made now carry greater significance than they initially appear to. Pay attention to recurring situations and people who unexpectedly re-enter your life. The universe may be drawing your attention towards something that still has an important role to play in your journey. July 4th, Mars joins Uranus. This is one of the most dynamic and unpredictable aspects of the month. Unexpected news, sudden changes of plans, spontaneous travel, surprising encounters, important conversations, or quick decisions could arrive seemingly out of nowhere. You may feel a strong desire to break free from restrictions and take action immediately. While this energy is exciting, avoid impulsive decisions and unnecessary conflicts. Sometimes the fastest choice is not always the wisest one. July 5th, Mars forms a harmonious aspect with Pluto. Now the energy of the previous days gains direction and purpose. If new opportunities, ideas, or projects appeared earlier in the week, this aspect provides the determination and focus needed to move forward. Excellent energy for business matters, negotiations, learning, marketing, social media, public visibility, and launching important initiatives. You have the ability to turn inspiration into real results. July 6th, the Sun forms a challenging aspect to Saturn. Responsibilities may feel heavier than usual. Family obligations, household matters, or important long-term decisions could require greater maturity and commitment. This aspect asks you to take a realistic approach to your circumstances and focus on what truly matters. July 7, Neptune begins its retrograde cycle. A period of deeper self-reflection begins. Over the coming months, you'll gain greater clarity about your motivations, desires, and expectations. Illusions surrounding certain life directions gradually fade. What remains is a more authentic understanding of what genuinely aligns with your future. July 9th, Venus enters Virgo and activates your 6th house. Work, daily routines, health, productivity, and time management become more important. You may feel motivated to organize your schedule, improve your habits, and create more order in your everyday life. This is an excellent time to simplify, streamline, and eliminate unnecessary distractions. July 11, Venus aligns with the South Node. People from the past may return. Old work situations, former colleagues, unfinished projects, or previous relationships may reappear for review or closure. For some Aries, this aspect marks the completion of a chapter and a reassessment of what truly brings joy and fulfillment. July 13th, the Sun joins retrograde Mercury in Cancer. This is the midpoint of Mercury's retrograde cycle and often brings important realizations. Information arrives, questions receive answers, situations that felt unclear begin to make more sense. Conversations with family members or people close to you may be especially meaningful. On the same day, Venus forms a harmonious aspect to Uranus. A pleasant surprise may arrive through work, a new opportunity, an unexpected invitation, or a chance encounter. Stay open to possibilities that appear unexpectedly. July 14, the new moon in Cancer marks the beginning of an important new chapter in your 4th house of home, family, roots, and emotional security. Over the coming months, major developments may unfold, involving a move, real estate, renovations, family matters, or creating a stronger foundation for your future. Many Aries will make important decisions about where they want to live, who they want to build a life with, and what truly makes them feel at home. This new moon is about creating stability before your next big expansion. July 18th, Uranus forms a powerful aspect to Pluto. This is one of the deeper transformational influences of the month. Changes may emerge within your social circles, friendships, professional networks, long-term goals, or future plans. You begin to recognize which paths have reached their expiration date and which opportunities are opening doors to the future. This aspect brings clarity about where your energy belongs moving forward. July 19th, Mars forms an aspect to Saturn. Now it's time to combine initiative with discipline. This day reveals how realistic and sustainable your current plans truly are. Patience, consistency, and strategic thinking become your greatest strengths. Avoid shortcuts. The actions you take now can create lasting results if built on a solid foundation. July 20, Jupiter forms a challenging aspect to Pluto, while simultaneously creating a supportive connection with Neptune. Themes of creativity, romance, children, personal fulfillment, and future growth come into focus. You may feel ready to expand into a bigger version of yourself. At the same time, Pluto reminds you to avoid unrealistic expectations or unnecessary power struggles. This is a highly promising aspect, but success comes through balancing optimism with practicality. Big opportunities are available, but they require maturity and clear vision. July 22nd, the Sun enters Leo. One of the most enjoyable and vibrant periods of the year begins. Your fifth house becomes activated, bringing attention to love, romance, creativity, children, hobbies, entertainment, personal branding, and self-expression. Life starts to feel lighter. Your confidence increases. You become more visible, magnetic, and inspired. This is a wonderful period to put yourself out there and allow your talents to be seen. July 23rd, Mercury turns direct. Matters that have been developing since late June finally begin moving forward. Family discussions, housing matters, paperwork, relocation plans, and personal decisions become clearer. The confusion gradually fades. By the end of the month, you'll have a much better understanding of where things are heading. July 27th, the Sun opposes Pluto while simultaneously forming a harmonious aspect to Neptune. This is a day of powerful emotions and important realizations. Your perspective on friendships, long-term goals, personal ambitions, or future plans may shift significantly. Conversations that occur now can reveal deeper truths and help you see situations from a completely new angle. On the same day, Saturn begins its retrograde journey in Aries. This is especially important because Saturn is moving through your sign. A significant period of review begins regarding your personal goals, long-term strategy, responsibilities, and overall direction in life. Over the coming months, you'll gain clarity about what is truly worth building and investing your energy into. This retrograde isn't about stopping. It's about refining your path. July 29th, the full moon in Aquarius arrives. This is one of the most important events of the month. For Aries, it illuminates the 11th house of friendships, communities, audiences, social media, networking, and future projects. Results from efforts made over recent months begin to appear. Some goals reach important milestones. Certain group projects may come to completion, while exciting new opportunities emerge. You begin to see what is working and where future growth is possible. On the same day, one of the most fortunate alignments of the month takes place. The Sun joins Jupiter. This is a powerful aspect for creativity, visibility, self-promotion, romance, confidence, and personal success. You may feel inspired to think bigger, dream bigger, and share more of yourself with the world. Your natural leadership qualities become impossible to ignore. Aries. July serves as a bridge between an old chapter and a new cycle of growth. The first half of the month helps you strengthen your foundations, resolve unfinished matters, and gain clarity about what truly supports your future. Home, family, emotional security, and long-term stability remain important themes. Mercury Retrograde encourages you to slow down, reflect, and make thoughtful decisions rather than rushing ahead. Some opportunities, conversations, or situations from the past may return for a reason. What once seemed unfinished could now reveal its true value. As the month progresses, the energy shifts dramatically. The second half of July opens the door to creativity, romance, self-expression, and personal fulfillment. The Sun and Jupiter activate some of the most joyful and inspiring areas of your chart, encouraging you to step into the spotlight, share your talents, and allow yourself to enjoy life more fully. For many Aries, this marks the beginning of a period where confidence grows naturally, because you're becoming more aligned with who you truly are. At the same time, the full moon in Aquarius highlights the power of community, friendships, networking, and long-term goals. The people around you matter more than ever now. New opportunities may arrive through social connections, collaborations, audiences, or professional networks. This month reminds you of an important truth. The stronger your foundation, the further you can go. The work you're doing behind the scenes now is creating space for bigger opportunities that are already beginning to emerge. July asks you to trust the timing of your life. You don't need to force the next chapter. It's already unfolding. Focus on what feels authentic. Invest your energy in what inspires you. Allow yourself to release what no longer fits the future you're creating. The second half of 2026 begins to reveal a new direction, and July is the month that helps you take the first meaningful steps toward it. Have a wonderful July, Aries, and remember, the opportunities that are coming your way are meant to support the version of yourself you're becoming.